Here we go. Namaste. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet around the world. My name is Greg Prescott, and I'm joined today by my other half, my love.
Hello.
I love doing this. It's as if it's right here, you know?
I know. It's weird. Crazy man.
I'll give you the Queen's wave. Right on schedule.
Go on, ask your followers what if from England.
Okay.
Ask them whether they say schedule or schedule.
I love schedule. I think that we're butchering your language when we say schedule, but yet you say schedule. So
I suppose if you read it as it is, I mean it's shed. It's supposed to be SCH, isn't it? Shed. So I suppose that would be correct, I suppose.
Like shul. I'm going to shul. I have my shul schedule.
Schedule.
Shul. Go to shul.
I like your t-shirt. Lovely.
Thank you.
I like that color on you. All those colors.
Trying to see if we're live on.
It says we're live on YouTube. It
says we're live here, but I don't see us live there. So I can't see if there's any.
And I've got a little pop-up saying in 5D is live, Alison and Gregg Prescott.
Okay, great. It's just hide everyone that I can't see.
Oh, so you can't see the comments either?
No. I can't see.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, I'm on the homepage. Nothing. Oh, no. It's not,
no.
I don't know. See, what I was going to do is I was going to change the picture because I have a different picture to put up there, but it says that we're live, so we should be. I don't know.
You had a shave as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, I see we are live underneath here. So, yeah. And I see Debbie is in the chat room. Hi, Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. I know Debbie.
Yeah. So, okay, what I'm going to do is just so I can post this on my other computer, I'm going to send this link to you on Facebook and then take it off Facebook and put it on that computer and we'll be all set. So why don't you sing or something for everybody?
No.
While I'm doing
No, my voice isn't very good though.
Entertain.
Have you just muted me? I thought you just muted me then. I was like, thanks, love. Thanks.
Well, I have heard you sing.
Charming. Bloody charming.
Indeed.
Okay, so how is everybody? Has everybody had a good day? I overslept this morning. Started off my day quite rushed. That was a bit, So I missed the reading that I was supposed to do this morning. Thank goodness the lady was lovely about it. And I've offered her an hour reading instead of the 30 minutes. So I think that was all right. And then I saw my brother and sat in the garden. It was lovely. And then I called you and you said hi to my brother and my sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
I met your family today.
You did?
Yes.
So you've nearly met most of my family that are alive. And I suppose my family in the spirit world probably know you already. I think.
Okay. So now, please continue on. It's the Ali show right now.
No, I'm just kind of.
Well, I've got to. I've got to do this thing with the.
If you've got stuff to do, I can carry on.
I do.
So something good happened. So anyway, I was doing the live thing today on Facebook, Psychic Ali 1-to-1, and I was talking to all these people, and everyone was saying, and I already know lots of single people that are desperate to meet a spiritual partner. And they were talking away. And I suddenly had that ping moment that I have sometimes. And I thought, how can I join these people up? And I thought, right, okay, why don't I start a Zoom single thing? maybe once a month or something, for Zoom single people to mingle on there, and then everyone give me their email addresses, and then if that person likes that person, then I will swap the email addresses.
I kind of fancy one person right now.
I fancy you too. Obviously, I won't be playing because I've got mine.
Yes. You know, I used to have a website.
That's what I thought, yeah.
5D singles.
Why don't you start that? Perhaps I'll build up the people for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I did when I did that, I gave away, like, for the first week or two, free memberships, lifetime memberships, just to build the database. Why not? And yeah, we could look into
That'd
doing
be good. Honestly, because these people are lonely. They really want to find somebody. They're really lovely people, gorgeous people.
And you never know when you're going to meet your twin flame.
You never know.
Well, I kind of knew.
You knew.
I knew. Because you stalked me.
We did. Well, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I can't remember actually doing it. I know that I sent signals out there because I felt that I wanted to meet somebody. It was about 8 years ago, something like that. 2000. No, it's 2008. I think we worked it out, wasn't it? 2008. Is that about when you feel?
Yeah, because I had that was after my second marriage, and after I basically surrendered to the universe, saying that's it, I give up. And universe told me about in 5D and that I had to build this, and gave me the name. And it was right after that, though, that you came to me in my dream.
Did I scare you?
Yeah. No.
Boo!
Well, I mean,
did I shake my boobies about?
No.
It was all clean.
Yeah, the thing is, I only remember your face, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. I didn't see the rest of your body. And you know, for those who haven't heard this, I had a beach meetup with Todd Medina from Sology in January of this year. So I went on to his Facebook page, and I was looking at his friends list, and I was making sure that I had friended all of his friends, because maybe some of them would be at the beach meetup. So I was just scrolling through his page, and then I saw Ali's picture, and I'm like, that's it, she's here. Now, when you came to me initially in 2008, I thought that you were on the other side of the veil. I didn't think that you incarnated with me. So to see that you were here kind of blew my mind. It took away my breath. I was just like stunned when I saw you. And of course, naturally, I sent you a friend request, and then I became the stalker. I went on to, I found you on YouTube, and you had a tarot lesson on there on your old channel. And I contacted you after you accepted my friend request, which you didn't really accept lots of men at the time.
No, still don't. No.
So I sent you a friend request, and I sent you a message after I saw your video asking you when is the next, because on your tarot video, you said you'll be posting a follow-up on that. And so I asked you when the follow-up would be. And you basically said sometime soon, and that was it. And I thought, well, she hates me. She doesn't recognize who I am yet. Yeah. But so I started watching your videos.
I was anti-relationships and not anti-men, but not interested at all from my end. I thought, I don't trust my own judgment. I can't go there.
So eventually, you know, after watching some of your videos and never asked for a reading, I just watched and was learning from you. Eventually, I got a reading from you, and that was on March 31st.
Yeah.
And the reading was amazing. It went on like close to 3 hours. We kept getting tangential, and going off topic.
It was more than that, actually, because we then went on to Zoom, because you showed me Zoom.
That's true.
If you remember.
That's true. Yes. But one of the cards came up that I questioned you about. You can tell that part about the Pisces card.
I was picking up on his love life, and I said, you know, you're going to be meeting somebody significant, and it's going to be, you know, going to be lovely. And I basically pulled the card that says Pisces. So I was describing a Piscean, bubbly. They're usually psychic. They can be changeable. Sometimes they're usually really happy, usually really happy or really sad. You know, they're not usually in between. And I can't remember what else I said. And you said, yeah, and you said, how do you feel about that, Ali? And I looked at him, I was like, what's he asking me that for? Because there's no way that I thought that this stupidly gorgeous man would ever think of me in that way. And that's the God's honest truth. And the fact I wasn't looking either. So I kind of dismissed it. I can't remember how I dismissed it. What did I say? I said, well, it's
go
good
back and listen.
I said, it's good for you. Yeah, we'll have to go back and listen. It's good for you. It's lovely, you know, because I was feeling the energy that he was feeling. It was like a really nice energy, but there's no way I thought it was me. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, probably, but I was like, no. And then I did a reading afterwards for myself. And even on my recording, when I was on my own doing a reading, I said, well, I've just done a lovely reading for a man called Greg Prescott, and it was lovely. And then I went quiet, and I thought, I'm not saying nothing else. And I went, anyway, and I carried on doing my reading. But I even wouldn't admit to myself that I liked him, but I did a lot.
So at what point did you know?
Did I know which bit that I liked you? I liked you from the beginning, but
That there was a connection.
The connection. Probably right the way through, but I was not thinking that you would be interested in me.
But at some point, it might not have been that day, or it could have been afterwards. At some point, I said something to you that was very familiar.
That's when I knew that we'd had a past life connection. It was much deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
It was because you said to me, I believe in you. And that just, all the pennies dropped. It was like, fuck, I know. And that was it. So I said, you've said that to me many times before, many lifetimes before.
So it wasn't much later.
No, it wasn't.
What I was going to say is it wasn't much later that I told you I love you. And what I said directly to Ali was, I love you, and I don't expect you to answer me right now because I already know.
Yeah.
And you didn't.
Only a day or two. I said, I can't tell you yet.
But I already knew. It didn't matter. You already knew.
No.
I could see it in your eyes anyway. So.
Yeah. I know. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, isn't it?
Yeah. And
I hope this is not slushy for everybody.
No. Kirsten's asking, how are you managing to have a long distance relationship?
Because we spend probably more time together online, hours, probably talking more than some couples do when you get in from work and, you know, you're moaning about this and moaning about that, moaning about your day. We have more laughter, more fun. Just
and the laughter. I've laughed more within this relationship than I can remember in any past relationships, to the point of just in tears sometimes, where this, yeah. we always have a lively conversation between us. So Ali helps bring out that inner child in me. I think that's vice versa. You see, we end up mirroring so much back and forth to each other. So
Yeah, no, it's lovely. It is lovely. I just I still pinch myself. I look at him and think,
well, you see, I think the same thing. I look at you and I
oh,
think, I think, you know,
I've done
people,
very well for myself.
people probably think, what is she doing with him? You know, she's hot. Look
No,
at him.
no, no,
Yeah.
no.
No.
I'm the happy. I'm happy. I'm happier than you. All right. Okay. I'm more gobsmacked than you,
I don't know about
and
that.
I love you more than you love me.
Oh, you know better than that. So we have these affirmations that we do. Want to tell everyone about it?
No,
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Once upon a time.
um, no, they're lovely. They're very they're not just for us though, are they?
No, some are, some
Yeah,
aren't.
yeah. Some are
Mhm.
because I think one of them, and I think I share them when I'm doing readings and things. I say, we have abundance enough to share, because we don't just want to share with friends and family. We want to share with like the community on a bigger scale. So
I would love to just do it like total random acts of kindness, you know, find
yes,
websites that I really enjoy and send them, create like a fake PayPal account and just put a lot of money in there and just send it to people
yeah,
that I enjoy their websites on. They wouldn't know who
yes,
it's from. Just, yeah, stuff
yes,
like that.
that would be brilliant. In the street, didn't Wayne Dyer do that? I think I think I read something about Wayne Dyer did random acts like that.
I don't know.
Hmm.
So Christina Love is saying, please record you guys meeting at the airport or wherever it may be. We've already talked about that.
Do you know something? My mum said she'd do it.
Really?
She did, but it means that you're going to meet my mum straight off.
Okay.
I said, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it. She said, if you feel like it, if not, it's okay. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we have our first date recorded through the reading. So,
You do.
yeah.
I'm up for it. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know.
See, I can see her mom with the camera, you know, and Ali seeing me and then running away from me.
I don't run anywhere, darling. You've seen the size of my what's it. So
Okay.
it's
All
fine.
right. Well,
No, it's not happening.
no. Oh, all right. Fastly moving away.
Mm, don't be silly.
Yeah. So
It's
it
going to
was
be
cool though.
amazing.
It was cool to meet your brother, and he sent me a friend request.
He
So
said he
I, of
would now because he wanted to before, but he didn't feel as if he could because he hadn't
course he
actually
could have.
met you.
Yeah, he could have. That's fine. So
He
yeah.
does say some very, very bad jokes that I will say, if it's too much, you'll just have to silence him. Some of them are really, really bad.
Okay.
Just warning.
Okay. I'm all right with that.
He warned me. He said, I don't know, how would he cope with my jokes? But he said today he wants to take us out. When you come over, he's got this whole day planned. He's going to drive and he's going to take us to all the historical places, on a bit of a pub crawl. So I don't know how you're going to be. We don't have to drink, but if you fancy drinking, we can. I'm up for it. I'd like to see you pickled. That would be
Okay.
fun.
All right. All right.
So we'll both drink. I'll have to have less painkillers that day and alcohol.
I'm
So,
in.
but he's going to take us to. He's got loads. He loves history, and there's loads of places around that are very historical around Canterbury and the surrounding places. So he's got this whole thing planned, and he's a bit of a scheduler.
Schedule. Scheduler. Yes, he's OCD or
A little bit. So, but he likes doing stuff like that. So, you know, and they've got it all sorted out. And also, I had a good word. Nicola is brilliant. His wife is very good at sorting out airports and tickets and stuff like that. So when I'm able to come over to see you, she can sort out the fact that, you know, because I can't walk far, she can sort out the transport bit and get me help.
awesome.
So that's all sorted out. So she's going to do that with me.
Awesome. I want to see a crop circle.
That, yes, that's definite. We've got to go, but you've got to come for longer than a week. I know
Maybe.
that you've got to get back for the t-shirts, but what if we raise some money so that you could stay for an extra week? Because
Well,
1 week is not enough.
well, maybe somewhere in between, maybe like 9 or 10 days. Yeah, we'll
Because
see.
you don't want to see me, isn't it? That's what it is. I'm taking that as rejection.
No, I'm gonna have a bunch of orders, and I'm just gonna have to tell people. I'll get to them. I'll mail
People
them
will
out as soon as
understand.
possible. Yeah.
Would you not understand if he's coming to the UK? People are entitled to have a couple of week holiday.
They would understand.
They would.
Yeah.
They would. Do you like my little cup?
Yes. It's for tea and biscuits.
Got my little saucer.
Tea and cookies. Biscuits. I'm learning.
Biscuits, yeah.
I'm trying. I'm learning how to speak.
I can't remember. I nearly wet myself last bluffing the other day with what I can't remember what I said. And you put these 3 things together that didn't go right together. It was, one was crikey,
Bollocks,
and
bloody bullocks.
something. I can't remember. It was just really funny.
Yes, but apparently you can't use them all in one sentence.
No.
I did. Hell yeah. See, I was wondering about crikey. Is crikey short for like Jesus crikey? Is that where it came from?
It's blasphemous. I know it's blasphemous. It's not good.
Crikey, the crikey consciousness, right? Is that what it is?
Don't know.
No, I don't know.
Don't know, but lots of people say it, but you know.
Tommy Davidson, 1 week isn't long enough.
It isn't. Please convince him it isn't long enough.
Just adjusting from jet lag takes a couple days. 1 week is never enough for a trip overseas. See, the thing is about jet lag, Ali and I are on the same time schedule, so it wouldn't matter about jet lag, whether she flies here or I fly there, because we are up in, well, actually, you're up later than I am.
I've got to bed about 6-ish. You go to bed about 4:30. My time. This is my time.
I'll go to bed like 1, 2, or later. You keep me up later than I normally go to bed. I
am sorry.
No, you're not. Well, that's probably why we're not going to be doing the tarot readings on Sunday.
If Jenny comes up to talk, can you let me know, Jenny, because I need to ask her something.
Okay, I haven't. Yeah, let me scroll back and see if she's popped in. I don't see her.
Because there's been a cock up on the scheduling. Yeah, for the readings, and I've got to ask her a favor.
Nope, not there.
No. Okay.
Nope. So let me ask you this: how did you get into tarot?
I went on holiday.
Vacation.
Vacation. Sorry. And the people that I was staying with, I didn't really know because it was my partner at the time. and it was in Yorkshire, and I think it was Yorkshire. Anyway, they were doing a tarot course, and they had a manual and a pack of tarot cards. It was the Mythic deck, and they were doing readings, but they were kind of looking it up, just what I mean, in the manual, to see what it meant. And I was actually going through, a something not nice at the time, and it was not your everyday stuff either. And then when she was reading from this, it was like so accurate with timings and everything as well, because I just thought, how can 78 cards tell you anything? How can they be accurate? You know, it's too random, just sort of mean 78 cards. But they were so accurate, and I was so enamored with them for the whole weekend that we was there, that she gave me the manual and the cards, and I just, from there, I just taught myself. Basically, I got from that manual. I then got every book, and then I did a common theme for the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Three, the Four, and then I compiled my own booklet.
So who was this person that taught you?
I didn't. Oh, I taught myself.
No, the person that did the reading.
I don't know her much. I never knew her, because it was my partner's at the time. It was it was his friends.
So you never saw her again?
No.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. I'd love to. Well, I don't talk to. Actually, he is on Facebook. I might have to ask him and say, can you get a message to your friend to say how much that changed my life? Actually, never thought of that, because that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So what was the first deck that you had?
It was the Mythic deck.
Okay. Have you ever owned the Rider-Waite deck? And what do you think of that?
I think it's a really hard deck to learn.
Because?
It's very old-fashioned now. So trying to modernize the theme, I think it's harder.
They don't really give you as many clues as some other decks about the signs that are involved with the personality cards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I think there's other decks that are easier to have. I think Ryan has got the Rider-Waite. He's learning with the Rider-Waite, and I think he struggled a bit with them. I think he would have done far better if he had a different deck.
I have this mini deck. It's about the size of regular playing cards of the Rider-Waite that I bring to the beach with me. And I'll just give like quick little readings at the beach. So that's fun. It's hard to find.
Do you do it with the booklet, or did you do it? I know you don't now, but did you do it with the booklet, or did you do it with?
A little of both, the booklet and what I was feeling.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I've learned so much from you that, you know, I've gotten a little bit better.
A little bit, a lot better.
Well, speaking of which, you know, you have a lot of your students that are just about ready to do readings, and we're going to be doing that one of these nights here on in 5D Spirit Chat.
Hopefully they'll be up for it again. I think they will be.
I see Gabby's in the room. She'll probably do it. I'm not going to say she will. Can't speak.
Can you tell her? Can you tell her about that?
In the room.
Oh yes. So
yeah.
Can you tell Gabby more about the person that wants to book her?
I did.
I told her about it, but I didn't. Oh, you have. Okay.
I did. I got them. I hooked them both up, and
that's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
Gabby says, "Let's do it."
And also, Christina had got a paid reading as well. So
yes.
They're all starting to go professional. So
that would be fun.
See, maybe if the next time people could, you know, for maybe half the normal price of a reading, see if they would, you know, they want to be a guinea pig, you know, because they've got to go from kind of not being paid to being paid.
Yes.
There's going to be a transition. You're still going to get a good reading, I suppose. Yeah. It'd be good.
Yeah, well, it'd be fun to work something out for them. Definitely. So what led to your spiritual awakening? You know, going down the rabbit hole, you know, conspiracy theories or whatever. You know, what led to that?
The spiritual was first. I suppose with the tarot cards, that was one thing, and then because I thought that there's something magical about that, you know, and the stuff that was coming on, and then what did I do? Oh, then my mum was going to a circle with a man called George Ashman, and that was in Canterbury Spiritualist Church, and I got invited to go there on the bring a guest night, and so I joined and started going there. I think I was only about 19, something like that, maybe even younger than that, I think. And yeah, it was just amazing. I had some physical things happening to me. So people were having these wonderful meditations, and I was having out of body experiences flying around the cathedral, and it frightened the crap out of me the first time it happened. I remember. I thought I was doing it wrong.
So what, all right, well, first of all, you also have psychic abilities. At what point did you know that you had psychic abilities?
Oh, when I was doing the tarot, right from the beginning, when I was learning the tarot. Because once I was starting to learn what the tarot cards meant, and then I was picking up stuff, I started reading it early. I'd only charge something like, I think, £5, and I used to spend about 3 hours with each person because I was practicing, and it was just, you know, just friends of friends.
But eventually you ended up going down the rabbit hole.
I did.
What led to that?
What, the conspiracy theory bit? Is that what you mean? The conspiracy theory was when a friend of mine spoke about 9/11 not being, you know, being an inside job, and I was saying, that's really, really bad that you're saying that. That's bad. There is no way that that would happen. I was adamant, and it was like I was very offended. I felt offended by the fact that he was saying this. And I tell you who it was, Steve Mitchell, who comes, you know, so he told me about this, and I was just gobsmacked. And then he said, look into it. So I wanted to prove him wrong. So I looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just too much information there. This didn't add up. When one of the newsreaders was saying about the building that had come down and it hadn't yet, and then they were early saying it, it was like all of these things. Yeah. So after that, I just started looking into other things that people were saying. And of course, once you watch one video and then something else comes up and something else comes, it kind of leads you on, doesn't it? What about you? How did that happen with you? What started you off?
Just mentioning what you were saying there, I just wrote an article recently, today, as a matter of fact, that I published on In5D, and it's called I Thought You Were Spiritual, Why In5D Gets Involved with Politics.
I had this same question. Honestly, I get asked this a lot.
Yeah.
With psychic development, with new people in psychic development, they tell me that I shouldn't be using conspiracy theories in with my psychic development. I'll be interested to see if you come up with the same thing I do.
Well, this is my logic. And before I get there,
I really want to read this because I've heard lots of people already say it's good.
Yeah, it's gotten around. It's been a really good article. Gabby answered, yeah, Ali, me, and Greg. Actually, that's Ali, Greg, and I. Grammar lesson. I'm kidding. It doesn't matter to me. Ali, me, and Greg talked about it, but I haven't got a reply back from her yet. And then Christina said, mine wasn't a tarot reading, but an ET channeling guide and mediumship of deceased relative. The person was blown away. So good job. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, that the question, all right, so what was my conclusion on that? Well, why are people spiritual but going into politics? in a nutshell, there are those of us who are galactic warriors, and I have an article on that on N5D. Are you a galactic warrior? And there's those of us that hold space. They don't get involved with politics. They're just holding that vibration for the rest of us while we go in and do the dirty work, right? And this is what we do.
We get the flack.
Yeah, we go in, we get into the trenches, boots on the ground. This is what we do. We go in there and we do what we have to do. I do it because I know that eventually, through questioning everything, like the Great Awakening through Q, eventually people are going to say, why am I here? What is my life purpose? That's eventually going to be their thought process. And that's where we're there, giving them a hand. If they're asking for help, we're the first ones there saying, come here, I'll help you, I'll show you. And so we help those people. And there's so many people, according to Dolores Cannon and the Law of One, they talk about the 51%. All you need to be is 51% positive. A lot of these people that are just waking up, they might be on that borderline. And we want to bring as many people aboard during this ascension process as possible. So that's why we do what we do. So yeah, I'm not afraid to jump in and get down and dirty and do what I have to do while I'm here to help the awakening process. Now, I posted an article. It wasn't one of mine. It was just an article about truckers threatening not to go to places that have defunded police departments. And I pretty much spelled out what's going to happen in those areas, because I see things that happen before they happen.
There'll be militia.
It's not going to be pretty.
No.
So they threatened not to go there. And then these people, this one person, the first comment on that article was from this guy, Hector, who said something along the lines of, he said that I was greedy and hateful. I said, at what point am I greedy and hateful? Name one thing that I said that's greedy and hateful. It's crazy. I'll do a screenshot on that. Hang on. Let's go there real quick.
My mum was speaking about this. She said that loads of people stuck up for you saying that, but I said, I think he can stick up for himself, and he did.
Yeah. And I appreciate everyone that came in and showed support on that article. As a matter of fact, I included that article in the article that I wrote today. Or that post, that Facebook post in the article that I wrote today. And here it is right here. So I'm not doxing anyone. This is public record right here. I ended up blocking him as well. He said, Greg, you are part of the system. You perpetuate hate and greed. I feel sorry for you. Lost my respect. There's 22 more replies that go on here, but my answer was, where's the hate and greed that you speak of, Hector? I'm willing to stand up for your freedom as well as everyone else's. That's love, not hate. And then Zach and Cheryl nailed it. The typical, I lost all respect for you line. It's true, they use this virtual shaming against us. So, he goes on to have this long post and spoke his mind on that. And I went on to say, I get what you're saying, but look at Cuba. Is that what you want? The cars are so old. It looks like a scene out of the 1940s and 1950s. They're afraid to say anything about their leader because they'll be killed for it. Right now, you can basically say what you want, but even those liberties and freedoms are being taken away from us by leftist liberal lunatics because their feelings get easily hurt in exchange for what? Snowflake ideologies from people who are offended by pronouns? No, thank you. When your daughter is being raped by a thug, who are you going to call for help without a police department?
Exactly.
When your personal possessions are stolen, your car, money, food, etc., and are said to be for the greater good because someone else needed them more than you, that's what socialism is, what will you do? This is not a world I choose to live in. Everyone is against police brutality. That's unquestioned.
Yeah.
And it's a small minority. Yeah, exactly. And a small minority of policemen who are crooked, probably less than 1%. If you don't like the police, then be the change you want to see by becoming a policeman and doing the right thing. Ultimately, this is about divide and conquer. Antifa doesn't stand in the vibration of truth, love, and light. They're a terror organization who backs Chaz. If you think a terror organization who vandalizes, loots, and steals is in the vibration of truth, love, and light, then it's not me who's hateful and greedy. So,
can you explain to me what a Tifa is? Because I'm sorry, I'm a bit ignorant like that.
it's an anti-fascist organization who is actually a fascist. They're against fascism, but they are fascism, and they're hiding under the pretense of being anti-fascist.
And they're running this. Do you think they're behind this, getting rid of the police?
That and George Soros, and there's, if you as a matter of fact, in that article also, you can trace, if you go to the Black Lives Matter website and try to make a donation, it goes to this, I think it's called Act Blue organization, who funds all the Democratic nomination candidates. So it's a Democrat Party thing. It's basically funding for the Democrats. And what's sad about that is the whole Black Lives Matter movement doesn't realize that it was the Democrats here in the United States that were the ones that were for slavery. It was the Republicans that ended slavery, but yet so many Black people are for the Democrats, thinking that they're always going to help them, but they've done nothing but suppress the Black people here in the United States. So it's time that people wake up and see what's going on. Yeah. And it's the bottom line though is it's all theater. There's a lot of theater that's going on, and you're best to be on the fence, and to observe it, but not get too emotionally into it. You and I were talking about this the other day, about how you can feel the levity of the situation, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. It was tangible. And it was today as well. My mum was feeling it today really badly. Mm-hmm. And I said, Mum, you've just got to clear your energy. You've got to do it quite often. And I said it as well on my chat earlier on Facebook. I said, people have just got to put yourself inside a bubble of energy and keep thinking happy. The happiest thought of your life, just keep filling your aura with that. Because then it will stop people feeling agitated around you or, at you. It will prevent it. I'm not saying it will completely take it away, but it definitely will. It's like an energy. And the way I thought it, with all the riots and all the negativity, the energy, I saw that as ripples, like a water ripple. And it's like it's taken a long time to get to here. Does that make sense? Because it's an actual energy that is rippling over the world. And it's actually hitting, I think, the UK now. Does that make sense? It's hitting us here very badly. So spiritual people are feeling this imbalance. It's more and more people are saying that they're feeling agitated. Gabby said the Schumann resonance was quite high today. Or there was some whiteouts today.
Yeah, we can check that out. Let's go there and find out. Let me find it. It's right here. Quick shout out real quickly to Phil Christophers. Thank you for the super chat. And Phil says,
hello, Phil.
It was for 888. And he says 8 calls for a balance between spirit and matter.
Yeah. I need to go on his site and could he put a link up somewhere? Because I've tried to look for his site. I can't. I need to buy an organ from him. I want to.
Yeah. So Phil, contact Ali. Phil, you're on Facebook, so yeah, contact Ali and
thank you.
Let her know how she can buy an organ pyramid, not an organite. Because we don't.
No, not allowed to say that.
No, but an Oregon one. And not an Oregon one from Oregon, an organ. Okay, so this is the Schumann. It's nothing unusual.
Oh. What's this one before? Where's that one?
There was this,
the white, when was that?
Well, I talked about the whiteout. It was earlier. There was like a little bit more white right here. And then down here, there was even a little bit more. and it was decreasing. The intensity was decreasing on the same intervals, and now it's actually decreased to almost nothing right here, but now there's a little activity picking up. So that's where we're at on the Schumann resonance. Okay, so getting back to what we were talking about, what's your view on being spiritual and still going into conspiracy theories? And
so what I said is, as your mind starts to open up to your spiritual side, it also needs to open up to the truth, to get into the truth. Not what you're being not what people are talking at you about. You have to actually find out what it actually is. So I think it does go. It doesn't mean to say that psychic development, because it's psychic development, I always adding in little bits and people, and I see people tutting some of them, and it's like, that's when I say, you think it might be irrelevant what I'm saying, but there's a need for you to open up your mind completely. Even if you come back to me and say that was a load of crap, but at least you've looked it up. At least you've kind of, done some sort of research, but don't just look in one place, keep looking. Does that make sense? And that's what proper research is, and that's what proper journalism is. We don't have any proper journalisms now. There's nothing. It's not a proper job, I don't think, anymore.
Oh, I agree. Unless it's independent journalism.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I trust people that I subscribe to on YouTube a lot more than anything I hear on the mainstream media.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at this woman that you gave a reading to, Sky, is saying, "Hi, Greg and Ali."
Oh, she's lovely. She's beautiful. She's got this lovely, you know her.
Yes, I do.
You work with her. She's got this beautiful hair. Oh my God, the picture. It's purple, bright, and it's, oh my God, it's stunning. You know when it really
sits in there, and yeah, she's beautiful, beautiful hair. She's just a beautiful person too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
She helps anchor the energy here in Sarasota.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, I kind of. She goes, "Oh my God," with little hearts after that. So yeah, I kind of was born in with a knowing when I was young. My knowing was about religion, that there was something inherently wrong with religion. And when I was young, I would get the EBGBs going into church for Sunday school. And I would constantly question my Sunday school teachers about everything they were saying, because it didn't make sense to me. Even at a young age, 3, 4 years old, I'm questioning everything. And they contacted my parents and asked them, "Tell your kid to stop asking so many questions. He's disrupting the class." But I knew, and I couldn't figure out at that age what it was that was wrong, that I was feeling this cognitive dissonance over, until I had a past life regression and found out that I was a Mayan elder during the Spanish Inquisition. And the Spanish threatened to kill me if I didn't convert to Christianity. I was just an old man. I wasn't anyone popular or anything like that. I was just an old Mayan man. And so they threatened to kill me if I didn't convert. And I said, "Okay, I will," but I lied. And that was only so I could pass on my knowledge to my children and grandchildren. And I still carry that with me in my cellular DNA about.
You get rid of that. We'll have to do a regression.
I don't want to get rid of it, though.
No, I mean the bad. You're talking about the bad energy of the Spanish Inquisition, that, or you're talking about the knowledge. The knowledge won't go.
No. No, it's actually the whole incident. It was almost as if I was watching it from a third person's vantage point. So it wasn't painful for me at all. But it made me understand, and it connected all the dots as to why I had this, why I got the EBGBs of, going into church, and how I felt about religion, how it's all about subservience, control, and conformity. It's the same template as every government. And, you know, that they do the same thing as one another. There's a great movie on YouTube. It's called Ring of Power. And it's probably, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours long, but it's amazing. And I highly, highly, highly recommend that.
I'll write it down. Ring of Power.
But I'll tell you, the day that I denounced religion, I felt the weight of the world lift off of my shoulders. And, you know, I beat stage 3 cancer without religion. I beat having a heart attack. Still here, still breathing, still, you know, doing what I got to do. Yeah, definitely. So, you know, and I'm not, my parents are Christian. I don't love them any less, just like I wouldn't love anyone else any less if they're religious. You know, that's their choice. It's just not mine. As a matter of fact, I think that all religious texts should be 4 words: love everyone, respect everything, make the world a lot easier to live in.
Yeah. My religion is love.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just love. But I find everything interesting. I like going into churches, but I love the stained glass windows. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And it's the church feeling I like, but then I get into this kind of fear. There's a fear attached to it, where, you know, they've kind of controlled with fear. But there's so much happiness as well. Obviously, you've had people getting married in churches. You've got kind of the hope and the joy. You've got the songs. Do you see what I mean? There is some good. I can see good in it as well. But I think it's just the restrictions that I don't like. I don't like the, you know, you can do this, you can't do that. You know, this is okay, but this is not okay. I never liked it at school. That's why I was kind of a bit of I was the class clown at the back of the class, being naughty, flicking elastic bands, and I was just not good. But I'm still like it now as a pupil. So one of my friends was teaching a class, and I was just the naughtiest pupil. I'd have actually had a hissy fit if it was one of my pupils doing what I did. I'm the worst.
So you weren't a very good student?
No.
Me either. Of course you weren't, because I wasn't. I should have known. You know, if I have any questions about Ali, all I got to do is think about my own life, and I can pretty much answer any of her questions, or any questions I might have of her.
Got to write that down on our list.
Right? Yes. Yeah, our list of 1,000 things now. A quick shout out to Aaron Martinez. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Bob Marley, love is my religion, says Manda Lynn. That's a great name, Manda Lynn. She also says, hello all, great shirt, Greg. Thank you. This is
honestly, I think it's the yellow one as well I like, but that they just look lovely.
This is the
really nice
shirt. And it's I think this one's the ice dye fire energy shirt. It came out really cool. Got lots of shirts. Speaking of which, I gotta do a shout out real quick, so bear with me.
Mum says thank you for her t-shirt. She finally got it today. It will fit one of her breasts.
Oh God. So a quick shout out to those who have bought shirts, because it's been a while since the last time I gave shout outs, but Sarah, Kristen, Mary, Stephanie, Rebecca, Jeanette, Susan, Sharon, Jamie, Julie, Rhonda, Cynthia, Star, Oliver, Jacko, James, Rebecca again, Vivian, James, and today I just got one not too long ago, Jesse Langdon. It's all packaged, so it'll go out in the morning. Thank you all. Also to our new Patreon family members on N5D, Shurama, I think that's how you pronounce that name, Shuraima. Melanie, Sass, Karen, and Sharon, welcome to our N5D family.
Welcome.
So yeah, thank you for joining us there. So yeah, what else do we have going on here? Ziggy autocorrect. That's okay.
That's lovely that you mentioned them as well. It's nice. It's
Well, it's
gratitude, isn't it? It's what
definitely.
you're all about.
It is. And, that's why I keep the prices the way they are. As you know, it takes a long time. It takes, 3 days or longer to make one shirt. But I make obviously more than one at a time, but the amount of time I put into it and what the cost of the materials are. I use all the best materials that you can use. You have to wash them twice, dry them twice, a lot of time, a lot of effort. But that's why I keep the cost down. And because there's so much energy in these shirts, and to have these energies going out all around the world and having other people helping to anchor these energies, we're all working together. This is teamwork. So it's an amazing process. So kind of dig that. Speaking of all over the world, you were talking about the possibility of maybe doing some maybe mini conferences or something.
I'd like to. It's partly for two reasons. One is I'm talking to lots of people who want to develop their psychic gifts. And I was thinking of kind of doing like a psychic development or workshop, kind of traveling about America doing that, and connecting spiritual people up in different areas, creating a database of some sort. Because it's people are sitting on their own thinking, so many people I speak to, they're on their own, they're on the spiritual pathway, but they've got nobody to talk to. There are no groups around them. It seems as if, some of them have tried to set up their own groups, but they've not got anywhere. But I think what part of my life path is to connect people together. And same as you.
Well, maybe we can, put it out there that Sky is saying, move to Sarasota. I'm not going to argue. No, I wouldn't argue on that. But yeah, I think, and Ali and I were talking about that because so many people want to experience the quartz crystal sand, the 99.9% quartz crystal sand here in Sarasota. This is a great place to have conferences or meetups.
Maybe our first one there then.
Yeah. So
I love it.
I mean, that would be fun, and it would give people a good experience. But we haven't ruled out the possibility of traveling, to other places. I think right now we got to wait and see what the whole rioting thing is like and everything. But if things calm down and it works out, tell us where you live, and if you think we can get a group of people together there, we'll consider coming to your town.
Yeah, I think that would be brilliant.
Yeah. So we'll put it out there. Yeah. Who knows? Just something to think about. As I mentioned too, we're going to probably be doing the tarot on Saturday, right?
This is what I need to speak to Jenny about. It's really awkward because this lady that I couldn't read for this morning has booked for Saturday. But I didn't know that I was available on Saturdays. I thought I'd book the whole day off on the schedule. But she somehow has kind of booked that. Now, either I say I can't do it and then move it again. I just don't. I really am a bit of a chicken. Do you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, well, maybe we could do ours on Friday.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
We can.
But Jenny's booked on Friday, and I didn't know if she could do it earlier. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it later. I think I'll be knackered. But I just wondered if she might shift earlier that on the Friday, so I could do her reading maybe because hers is 11. It's 11 p.m. my time. Let me see. So
I would think of all people, Jenny would be flexible because she will attend your classes at 3 o'clock in the morning on her
I
time.
love her. I love her so much.
She's amazing.
But the trouble is that she's booked this a long time before. So I don't know if there was a reason why she booked it for that particular day. Do you know what I mean? There might be something more.
Right.
So it would be 3 p.m. Pacific, Eastern 6 p.m. or UK 11 p.m. Well, if I do that, that's for an hour. You know, I always go an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be, again, a really late night for us doing the, unless we did it Friday daytime.
You and me.
Yeah. The astrology. You're talking about the astrology.
That I figured. Yeah. That would, yeah, definitely.
Then I could please everybody.
Yes. I'm good with that.
Can we do that then?
Yeah. What time?
I can do it from 2 p.m.
Your time?
My time. So 9 a.m. your time.
Okay.
Or even later.
Great.
10 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just put this up for those who are interested in getting a reading with Ali. Check out her website at psychically.net. She's amazing. And you can find out your sun, moon, and rising there as well. So check that out, psychically.net. There is a link in the more info section right below this video.
I love you promoting me.
I love you. I do believe in you. I do.
Believe in you too. We are a team, aren't we?
We are. So, yeah, I decided that Sundays I'm not going to be doing diddly. So,
yes, a good idea.
Yeah, that's my day to just unwind. And football season's coming up. As many of you guys know, I do still follow the American football, Kansas City Chiefs. I'm a huge football fan. And so I'll be just chilling out on football Sunday, doing nothing. And I'm kicking off the football season early by doing nothing on Sundays. I'm giving myself a day that I can just do nothing. Maybe I'll go out and play bocce ball all day. Now that there's not.
Brother wants you to play bat and trap. He really, really wants you to take you to bat and trap.
I'll tell you, I've never played that. I've always been really good in sports. Yeah,
it's a Kentish game, and I think you'd be brilliant at it.
I've always been really good, naturally good at sports. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I would love to try it, definitely, and give it a shot. Sky said, I believe in you both together. I do too.
So do I.
So I had this craving for cigarettes recently. That's not good. I've gotten them like once a week. And it led me to this article that I found. And I'll just put it out there right now. And I'll ask you. And let's see what you can come up with off the top of your head. Here are 33 things that are strongly linked to cancer, okay? Cigarettes obviously is number one. Oh, it's one of them. It's not number one, it's the number 3 one. What do you think? What else do you think would be linked to cancer?
Stress. Anger.
Hang on. You're doing good. So that would fall under. Yeah.
Aspartame.
Aspartame?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, that's not on this list. That's weird. Okay. But yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm going to put it on the list.
Maybe you should do your. Oh, is it your list?
No, it's not. I got this list off the internet. Maybe it was on there and I just overlooked it. But yeah, stress would definitely be one. These are things that.
And anger, definitely. Well, anger, because I know what happened with my throat, how I got my throat cancer, how I got my thyroid cancer. That was through that. Yeah. Not being able to speak out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that is listed on there. So we're looking for things that would be related to cancer.
Past,
What's that?
past life stuff.
That's good. DNA. Yep. DNA or genetics would be another one, right?
Yeah. Hereditary, yeah.
Yep. Okay. You're doing good. What else?
A doctor telling you that you're likely to. Statistics. Those frigging when someone says 1 in 3 people, you're thinking, well, I haven't had it, and so hasn't had it, and they haven't it, so one of us is going to. That's putting it out there.
Let's see. Processed foods, Brandy's saying that's the number 2.
Well, I'm sorry. I get that, but I tell it it's not going to do it for me. So that's that. I eat processed food all the time.
GMOs, same thing, processed food. Chemtrails, that should be on the list, but I don't know if we can prove that it leads to cancer, although I think lots of us would agree it probably does, especially with all the crap that's in it.
Aluminium, does that? If you separate it down into what's in it, aluminium, barium.
Aluminum, yes.
See, we say it different.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminum. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that toxic. Well, here's one: toxic chemicals at work. The number 1, nobody's guessed this one yet. The number 1, asbestos is on there, and that's in the top 20. That's number 15. Very good.
My dad got it from tarmacking.
Wow. Radiation, Rebecca's saying, yeah, that's on there too. Radiation definitely is on the list. Where is it? I know. Oh, it's number 27. Okay, we're moving along here. I'll give you guys. I'm surprised you guys didn't get fear that emotions that that would kind of go hand in hand with the emotion one. So,
my cat.
Your cat? Is that a guess? Does your cat cause cancer?
No, actually, the purring actually heals you.
Yes, you're right. Pesticides, very good, Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, pesticides.
Pesticides, that is on the list. Oh, okay. So, chemtrails, we can put that under air pollution. I'll accept that there. Heavy metals, good. Mobile phones, that's a great one. I don't know if they've proven that yet, though. I would say definitely.
Yeah.
Chemicals and deodorants, yeah. Body sprays. You know what? I'll give you that one. Chemicals and products we'll put, because number 4 is tanning products, sun exposure. They've proven that retinol palmitate and certain sunblocks, when used in conjunction with the chlorine from pools, causes skin cancer.
Does it?
Yes. Radiation, yes, that is one of them too. Very good, Debbie. So, all right, so I'll just read the rest. Number 1, surprisingly, no one got, unless I missed it. Sugar.
Oh.
Sugar, number 1. Here's one: the night shift. Working the night shift can give you cancer. And here's the reason behind it. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies nighttime work as probably carcinogenic to people. Scientists think working at night can mess with the body's natural circadian sleep and wake cycles. So
that's
somehow, some way. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Arsenic, charred meat, and grilling over an open flame. How about that? Yeah.
Really? I thought charcoal was quite good for you.
According to the National Cancer Institute, when meats like beef, poultry, or fish are cooked over a hot open flame or pan fried at high temperatures, the fat and juices they release into the fire spark flames with the dangerous chemicals inside that then cook into the meat we eat. So that yummy charcoal tastes.
I'm sorry, but I think all of this, you either believe it or you don't. If you don't believe it, it's not going to touch you.
Well, you may be true on that, and I would probably tend to agree.
But these, it's just interesting, and I thought I'd bring it up. Here's number 9: coal, alcohol, diesel exhaust, salt cured meat. What else? Implants, disaster sites, like as New York City on 9/11, silica, some plastics, getting intimate before you've had your HPV shots. In rare cases, even a kiss can cause cancer, they're saying. About 98% of us will contract the potentially cancer-causing mononucleosis virus by the time we're adults from kissing someone who has the virus, sharing foods or drinks, or coming in close contact with them when they're coughing or sneezing. So that would be a very rare case. Imagine that, getting cancer from a kiss, right? Scalding hot beverages that can burn your tongue. Drinking scalding hot beverages that are steamy enough to burn a person's tongue prompt more cases of throat cancer. How about that? And just the last few here: fracking, glyphosate. We already said that one. Glyphosate, wood dust from sawmills, right? Birth control and estrogens, viruses, and formaldehyde. Pretty much wrap up the list there. So, yeah. So I had this. My daughter came down, as you know, last week, and that's why we haven't had any spirit chats, and I haven't really posted much on N5D because I was spending all my quality time with her. And she smokes. She had quit for a while, but she smokes, and I would sit downwind of her, and as I do on the beach, I just, if there's somebody that's smoking that I know, I'll sit downwind of them, so at least I can smell the smoke they're blowing out or whatever. It's like incense.
Does that make it harder for you?
No, I actually appreciate that.
It's better, yeah.
Yeah, it gives me like, I know it sounds horrible and it's probably nasty as hell, but it's okay.
What it is.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna go back to smoking again. I've beaten that habit, and but still the cravings are there. I don't care what people say, oh, I don't have cravings and I quit for 10 years. I think you always have them if you get used to smoking. That first cigarette.
You smoked for a very, very long time, didn't you?
Yeah, since I was 18.
Yeah.
So from 1978 until 2019.
Yeah.
Like 50 years or something like that. 40 years. Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that first one in the morning, blowing smoke rings when you're having a drink, an alcoholic beverage, driving in the car, talking on the phone, after intimate moments with your partner. There's a lot of great times to have a cigarette when you're actually doing it. But once you get past the physiological response of not having it, it's somewhat easier, but I think the cravings will always be there. So I'm just learning how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Brandy's
addicted to something.
Yeah. What are you addicted to?
You.
Okay. I'm good with that. Brandy's saying that I'm going on 9 years since I quit and I want one now. I hear you, Brandy. I do too, but I'm not going to. Oh, wow. Phil said, after 30 years, the craving stopped a long time ago.
Wow.
And Darlene said that she just quit a year ago and so glad she did, other than the 50 pounds she gained.
That's what they say, isn't it? It's hard.
And she said, I've craved one time just a week ago, one cig, and I was done now.
It must be really, really hard because it's kind of a social thing as well, isn't it?
It is. Here,
yeah.
There's certain bars that you can still smoke in. So if I were to go out for, yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
There isn't in England at all. It's completely strict, really strict.
Well, you can't serve food in these places. There's a place called the Crescent Club on Siesta Key that you can smoke in. And if I were to go out for a cocktail, I'd probably go there and sit inside just so I could smell the smoke and just be like, I remember those days.
You see, when somebody was smoking around me, it was like there was no air. There's absolutely no air to breathe. It's like the oxygen is gone.
Uh-huh.
I just
Did you ever
can't breathe.
smoke?
No,
No, never even tried it
no. Well, once.
once. Everyone, I think, is.
I've done it as a party trick before. I've just literally, when they're handing cigarettes out, I usually just get one, light it, take a drag, and then people go, "Oh, don't admit you don't smoke." It's like, "Oh yeah, sorry." I give it back.
You're.
Yeah.
Why is the H silent when people are saying here? Ear. It's like ear. Did you ever do that? Ear.
I've not done any of that.
No.
Never.
You're a good girl.
Sometime in my life, okay, not while I'm doing it my spiritual work, because it just doesn't go, really doesn't go with what I do. But if sometime in my life when I'm old, I want to eat a brownie, one of those brownies. That's what I want.
Okay. I don't think you want to eat a whole brownie, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. I think you would
Are
start
they
really,
do they make you really, really high?
I would think you'd want to start out with just a little tiny part of the brownie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a little heads up there, especially now that the weed is so potent. I quit smoking pot in 1980. When I bought it, it was $40 an ounce. And now I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess what it is, but I don't smoke. And so I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm a goodie. I'm a good boy right now. The worst I do is have an occasional drink. That's it.
I can't wait to drink with you.
Yeah, I'll occasionally have some Jack honey or just regular Jack. I'm not much of a beer drinker. So, is there anything you want to cover while we're on here, or shall we save it for another chat?
Well, I'd like to know who out there is single and is looking for a spiritual partner. That's what I would like to know. And where you're from. That's what I'd like to know.
Okay. So, everyone on the chat right now, if you're single, where are you from? Are you looking for someone? Sky's the first one to throw up her hand.
Yep.
Twice. Just call me, see me, and say where you're from.
I do have a list going at the moment.
And say where you're from. Just call me. C said yes, from New Jersey. Australka, absolutely, in Australia. Phil Christophers from Shelton, West Washington.
I can copy all this, can't I? From
I think
like to create a database of people.
It's going by way too quickly now. We have a lot of them.
Yeah. You see what I mean? Can you see my point? There's so many people out there that just want to meet that person.
Yeah, I think we'll get that going again.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great idea, because now is the time. And there are people who think, I'm never going to find my twin. I was one of those people. I didn't think that Ali incarnated, and keep putting them up there. Yeah, as we're talking, put your name, and if you're interested in this. But I was one of those people who thought, my twin's on the other side of the veil. I'm just going to
need contact details, don't we? Do we need their email address, Greg?
No, we're just getting an idea right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, what I'll do is, I'll look into the software that I need to build this, and at that point we'll do a show maybe based on that, and for the first couple weeks or so, everyone gets a lifetime membership free, and we'll just take it from there. I think that's the way to do it. So
I'd love that, because I'm all about that.
yeah,
I just want everybody to be happy like we are.
everyone needs to feel this.
Yes.
What we feel.
There'd be no more war.
No. This what we have is something amazing, but it's not unique because every other twin is sharing this, what we're seeing and feeling amongst each other.
But we're not just brought together just because of the relationship side.
No.
People are being brought together because they've got spiritual work to do, and only twins can do this particular work, whatever it is.
Yeah, there's certain things that you'll be doing with your twin. So definitely. Christina's saying, Ellie, your makeup is hot today.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Christina, Ellie said you should model the shirts.
Me? No, not with the size of my boobs. No.
Christina.
I said that Christina should.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She's absolutely stunning. And I love her hair. It's pink hair. I just wish I had the guts to do something with mine like that. But you're getting extensions. I'm getting extensions. I'm getting longer because I used to have really long hair and then I had to have it cut because it was bad condition. But I'm going to get long hair. Okay. But to have a pink bit or something. But
we're not going to be Bopsy twins. I thought you'd dye your hair my color. Put some curl in it.
No, we already look alike.
Yeah, enough. Yes.
Can we go up to your side? If you move up your face up so that our faces are really close, and we'll see if people can see. I think the shape of our face is the same. Our nose is the same. Smile is the same.
Except you're much more beautiful than I am mediocre.
No. No, I do not believe that.
Oh, I do. I'm totally okay with that.
No, it's not right. You bite your lip when you're talking to me.
I do. Why is that?
I don't know. Perhaps you like me, maybe.
Just a tad. Just a little. I'm crazy about you.
I'm crazy about you too.
Yeah. So guys.
I can't meet you, can I yet? Can't fly over?
Not yet.
I'm restricted. Because I was just about to buy a ticket. You've bought 2 tickets now and had to be refunded.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried. So it's like, it's harsh at the moment.
Yeah, it'll happen. The whole coronavirus thing, it just makes it even that much more special when it does. But we still get to spend lots of time together anyway.
We do. Yeah.
And we're talking about doing this, as a once a week kind of thing. If you guys, what do you guys think? Should we come on here like once a week and just chat, and you guys can ask us questions or whatever in the chat room, and on YouTube they can ask away whatever they want to ask.
Yeah. You're a mind of information. You've got loads of information about all sorts of spiritual things. Because on the spirit chat, you've usually got an agenda and you actually don't speak a lot on there. So I bet you there's loads of things that they want to ask you.
Well, I speak plenty. I do that little monologue beforehand.
But still, they don't get a chance to ask you, do they?
They could if they wanted to. I think they should ask you stuff.
Well, they can. Each of us.
Yeah.
You know more than I do on this.
I'm an idiot.
No. I'm good with the tarot. I've got 30 years worth of experience on the tarot and psychic development stuff.
Okay.
But you've got.
Okay.
You have. There's so much.
It'd be fun, I think, anyway, to do it. Just once a week. It might only be like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something like that. It might be a quick show, even though this one's been like an hour and a half.
Has
goes
it?
by quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I had a silly list of things that we were covering. But that's kind of fun. Just,
I like it.
stuff that you can guess. Anyway, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll look forward to doing this once a week. We'll be also continuing our spirit chats here on the N5D channel. Be sure that you like and subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification so you get notified. Check us out on, well, check Ali out on psychically.net. Book a reading with her while you can.
And don't forget to become a patron.
Patreon, yes. All the links are below in the more info section. If you like this kind of shirt, there's a link for that for 5D tie-dye. As a matter of fact, there was a sale. Somebody bought a shirt while we were doing the
Thank you
show.
to everybody's bought a shirt.
I know there's lots of people that have.
Yeah.
Deborah Tread. I'm not going to say her last name, but the first name. Deborah, thank you for buying a shirt, and I'll make sure that it gets out.
I think it's the lady that I read for recently. She's lovely.
Awesome. Oh, she bought the. It's a beautiful shirt.
I like the crown one at the moment. I think that one's lovely. Have you got yourself one of those? The crown one. Crown chakra one.
Oh yeah, of course I do. I have one of every one. Yeah.
That's nice.
I learned early on in the process to make 2 extra large shirts, and one is mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because what would happen when I first started, I'd make one of each size, and I'd look at the extra large. I'm like, wow, that looks amazing. Why didn't I make one for myself? So now I just started making one for myself also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, you're thinking of a raffle idea.
Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. I've done this in the past where I've raffled off a shirt, and I'm going to be doing it again. I just got to pick a day for doing it. So maybe
But you could raffle off a reading for me for M5D as well.
Yeah. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to be raffling off a reading from Ali and a shirt from me. And there'll be 2 different raffles. So it'll be special. So yeah, I'll think about some synchronistic dates that we're going to be doing those on, and so it'll be very numerologically perfect for these raffles, and we'll let you know more about that. I'm going to write down date on here just so I can remember.
I could do a psychic development as well. Could give away a psychic development, an hour of psychic development 1-to-1. Can do that.
Yeah. It's coming up is here in the United States. Father's Day is coming up.
Yeah. Did you post your card off?
I did.
I need to text you today.
I sent a card to my dad. Their anniversary's coming up too. So this is what I wrote to them on their anniversary card. I believe in soul groups and that we incarnate with a number of people who we've been with in many lives beforehand. Sometimes you're my parents and sometimes I'm yours. Our family and main friends play repeating roles in this production of life. We all agreed to incarnate at this point in time and space to once again be together in this 3rd dimensional reality. Yes, I chose you to be my parents, as did my sisters. That's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Thank you. All my love.
Oh my goodness. That feels so good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, their anniversary's coming up here. Terry's saying meet up in Sarasota. We could do that.
Why don't we just have a beach meet up? I think that would go down really well. We'd just have a get together.
Christina's saying, Greg, my hubby doesn't like bright colors. He is a New Englander, likes gray, black, navy only. Need a dark shirt for him.
Yeah.
What about,
Do you know what?
about,
They might go really well.
I was thinking for him, if he's a New Englander, the earth element shirt is almost like camo. If he likes camouflage, that might be a good one, Christina. So check into that, the earth element. What were you thinking, Ali?
Like a black shirt or a white shirt with black, or the other side. Yeah. Black t-shirt with white dye or white.
I could come up with something,
Experimenting.
I think. Yeah, I was thinking about doing some different colors, and Brittany and I were talking about a
But
few
vest
ideas.
tops, I know they're called different. You
Tank
call
tops.
them something else.
Tank tops.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had loads of people say they want one of those.
Well, I better make them while the weather's still nice in the
Yeah.
UK. It starts snowing in a couple months, doesn't it?
Yeah, won't be long, yeah. What was you saying? Sorry, about Brittany.
Oh yeah, her and I, thanks for reminding me. Her and I were going over some different color combinations too. So Christina said I bought him the earth element. He gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot which one. He wears purple too, but he's colorblind and he thinks it's blue. Well, we do have the purple one. Actually, Christina, he might dig the third eye, which is like that dark. Here, hang on. Let me go to the website. I've got that one myself, and it's really cool. I'm just going to go to my size because I know there's plenty of those in there. So this one, the third eye one, it's an indigo blue, so you might dig that. And this is the one that Christina got herself.
That looks really good on you, Christina. I do
Beacon of
think you
light.
should model the t-shirts, I think.
Yeah, you should. And so you got that one.
Why don't you ask everybody who's bought a t-shirt to send you a photo of them in it?
Well, they can on the testimonials, but
I think that'd be
not everyone
amazing.
does that.
How did you do that stripe one? That just
sideways. But I was thinking maybe the water element. There's another one though that I'm looking for. Let's try this one, because I was thinking maybe the crown chakra, the purple one with the crown chakra is kind of cool. Let me see if I have it here. I got to make more of those anyway, so I'm sure I do have it. Oh wait.
You're very talented at it, but it's becoming very popular now over in the UK. Yeah.
That's funny. It's like it's always been popular.
It wasn't. In fact, it really wasn't. It'd gone completely
So yeah,
off.
these darker ones definitely I think would be up his alley. This is the other one, the crown chakra one, purple one. He might be good with. Definitely that third eye one, without a doubt. See, I like the one I'm wearing right now. I love this fire element.
It's really nice.
So anyway, those are just some ideas to think about, and thank you, Christina.
I like the idea of the grey and black though.
Yeah.
A lot of people wear those.
Yeah. I would like to get some more tank tops. What do you call them? Vests?
Vest tops.
Vest tops. Okay. So people wear their vest tops on holiday, and here they wear their tank tops for vacation.
Yes, that's it.
I'm getting it.
Crikey. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a lot to think about, and we've covered a lot.
Lots going on.
Yeah. Between, maybe mini conferences and maybe a beach meetup and the website and psychicalley.net for readings. Lots going on. Yeah. So why don't we just wrap it up here? Is there anything you'd want to wrap it up with? Want to tell people about your contact information?
You can come. No, you've done it. You've done it.
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
If
Because
you
you
want to do
offer
it
so much there.
on the website, there is lots of things that you could. If you're looking for a life path reading, I can just specialize in a question, an area of your life, something. There's a love life one or a fallout. You know, if you've had a fallout with somebody, I can do what's called a timeline reading. So I can pick up on what they are going through, what you're going through, what's going on in their mind, what's going on in your mind. There's also, you know, like the sliding doors. Have you ever seen the film Sliding Doors, where if that person chose this lifetime, this decision, or if they, I can put both decisions. This is your life in this decision. This is your life in this decision. If you're really worried about which decision to take and how it's going to affect your life, you can choose. So there's so many different readings, and I can do that if you just pick half an hour, 20 minutes, or an hour. I can just do any of those readings. So
You
it can
also-
literally match what you want to know.
You also have a Facebook page.
I have a Facebook page. I hate he promotes me, and I don't promote me. I like to promote him. A Facebook page on Tuesday evenings. Well, they're not evenings. Tuesdays, which is 7:30 UK, which is 2:30 Eastern, and 11:30 AM Pacific time. I do a free lesson on Facebook, Psychic Ali 1-to-1. So if anybody wants to join in with that, they did tonight. I did connectives with tarot. So it was like 3 cards. What does 1 card mean? What does 2 card mean? And then if you add another card, that everybody's really good at it. Okay, so there was picking up scenarios. Okay, we're using three cards in tarot. On Wednesday, like tomorrow, I'm doing past life recall. So past life recall is all about you know, going back into a timeline effect on where you're gonna what have been. Don't bring up that. Oh. I sent you that picture.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, oh, you already seen it.
I commented on it.
Oh, I think you love me, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, on the Psychic Kelly 1-to-1, but on Zoom I'm doing if you're serious about wanting to learn the just do psychic development, you can come on there. It's £5 or $6 if you wanted to join in. Yeah, it's every Wednesday, same time as I just said. That's a horrible picture of me. It's a horrible.
You know that you can go to videos and
tell me how. Show me
did.
how to do that, because I think it's awful. Sometimes, like, they stop you in all sorts of places.
All right, I'll show you on my page. And anyone that wants to, if you ever post a video of yourself on Facebook and you want to know how to change the cover,
you just show.
This is how you do it. Okay.
Oh, good.
So you go to about, or as the Canadians would say, about.
About where are you seeing about?
About the house. About.
Oh, about, yeah.
That's how Canadians say about in the house. Walking about in the house. You go down to videos, okay?
Yeah.
So we'll change this one. What you do is you go up to that little corner right there, click that.
Yeah.
Then click edit.
Yeah.
Although I think that's a great picture of you. And then you just pick the picture right here. That's a good one. We'll keep that one. I'm kidding.
That's really not good.
8, 9, 10.
See, they're all
there,
awful.
we'll keep that one. I'm just joking. I can change that.
You're horrible to me.
I'll change that. But yeah, I'll make sure that yours all look amazing. See, there's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's how you do it. That's how you can
So
edit
you go to about and then to the video and then edit the
videos.
video.
Yeah, in
and
the
then,
upper right-hand corner, edit.
right.
Yeah. Not sure how you would do that if you're watching on a cell phone. Probably something similar on a cell, but I rarely use my cell phone for anything. So yeah, so that's that.
It's
Claudette
been
is-
lovely.
Claudette is saying it's so wonderful to see the true joy in both of your faces. I'm so happy for you both. Your eyes seem brighter. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Rebecca's saying you two remind me of myself and Angela, my partner, when we first met. And even now,
Oh.
still giddy like two teenagers in love for the
Oh,
first
that's
time.
so lovely. How long
So
have they been
cute.
together?
I'm not sure. So cute and sweet to watch you two. Makes my heart happy. How long have you been together, Rebecca, with Angela? She might. Oh, maybe she's not. 3 years. Awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. That's lovely.
Yeah. Awesome. And she bought a couple shirts. Was it last week? I think. Should have gotten them by now, I believe. Hopefully. If
I
not,
think you should read back the comments about earlier and whether people will let you off coming here for 2 weeks. You know, if they did buy a shirt, could they wait?
well, she said yes, she did 2 shirts. I'd have to scroll back, and I'll do that after we.
But, you know, I bet you everybody would support you.
I think people would. You know, worst case scenario, what I could do is, as soon as they order them, I'll say, "Hey, I'm in the UK right now, and I may never come home, but if I do,
Love you to move here. I'd love it.
I even
have
have
to-
quartz crystal sand there,
You've sent me some.
just a little. At least there's a little quartz crystal sand."
We're going to live in both places anyway.
We are. We're going to
Yeah.
manifest places in both. And somehow we're going to work it out. So yeah, you here in the winter and the cold months, and me there in the summer and the warmer months. Yeah.
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 It'll work.
Yeah.
It will just happen.
It will.
I think I'll eventually be there though, but not yet.
No. It'll happen.
I think with my arthritis, I think the sun would help me a lot.
Oh, definitely.
Mm.
Definitely. Summer, year round. I think you could get used to that.
But I'm very, very attached to my family. My family, we're really close.
They're ready to move.
Really, really close. If they move with me, I'd move tomorrow.
Yeah. Sounds like many of them are, but not all.
Not all, but I would honestly, I'd love it. I'd really love it.
Yeah, I would too. Oh yeah.
We've not even met there. So how do you know? You might not like me when you meet me. You might think, oh God, no thanks.
Really? That'll never happen. I already know. I knew a long time ago. You're it. Tag. You're stuck with me.
Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be happier.
So
I am yours.
on that note, we're going to wrap it up, and then I'm going to call you.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll just, for me, yeah, n5d.com, n5d.net, and Patreon. Links are below. So on behalf of my beautiful goddess, Ali, I'm Greg, and we're both sending you all infinite love and light.
Lots
Until
of
next
love.
time, namaste, everyone.
Bye.